Hello, you are welcome to my channel. The question here says, without calculator, evaluate log 1.728 to the base 1.2. Now, this is tricky because of the decimal points that we have in the number here. And so for us to evaluate this, let's take the answer to be equal to x. We don't know the value, so let's assume that the answer to this is equal to x. So now, for us to convert this logarithm to indices, what we are simply going to do is to take this number that we're looking for, its log, and so that will be 1.728, and that will be equal to the base here that we have, which is 1.2, also becomes the base of the indices, and that will be raised to the power of the answer here, which is x. So 1.2 raised to the power x. So now that we have expressed this logarithm in index form like this, the next thing for us is to see how we can express these values in fractions, which is what will be easier for us to simplify. So for me to express this in fraction, this decimal in fraction, I'm going to take 1728, and then I'm going to say divided by, now this decimal point here, I'm going to take it to a value 1, and then these three numbers after decimal point, I convert them to zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So that is how to convert decimal to fraction. You take all the numbers there, and then you divide by, starting from the decimal point, you take that as 1, and then every other number after the decimal point, you express them as 0. So we have three numbers after decimal point, which becomes 3 zeros. And that will be equal to, the same way, this 1.2, we can express it in fraction. We say it's going to be 12, that is the full number 1 and 2, divided by, as usual, the decimal point becomes 1, and then this 2 here, that is one number after decimal point, so it means 1 0. And then don't forget all raised to the power x that we have there. So now we're going to try and simplify further and see what it gives us. So now, this number, if you look at it properly, this last two number is 28. So when we have a number like this, the last two numbers is 28. That means it can divide 4. So when we have a situation like that, then we know that the whole of this number can divide 4. So 1728 divided by 4. Let's use short division method. So you're going to first of all start by saying 17 divided by 4, and that will give you 4 times remainder 1. That one that is remaining, you can put it beside 12 here. It makes this number to become 12. So this is short division that I'm teaching you now. So this becomes 12. So 12 divided by 4 is going to give us 3. And then 8 divided by 4 will give us 2. So that means this 1728 divided by 4 will give us 432. Then all divided by, now let's also use short division method for this 1000. So we're going to say 10 divided by 4. Don't forget we are dividing by 4. 10 divided by 4 will give us 2. Remainder 2. And then now, that 2 that is remainder, we put it here beside 0. It becomes 20. So this becomes 20. So 20 divided by 4 will give us 5. And then finally, we only have 0 left. So 0 divided by any number, we call that 0. So this gives us 2. So 1000 divided by 4 will give us 250. And then this can also be expressed in its lowest term. 2 in 12 is going to be 6 times. And then 2 in 10 will be 5. Then don't forget all raised to the power x that we are looking for. Now the next thing for us to do is to see how we can also break this number again down, because we have this is an even number, this is an even number. So it shows that 2 can also divide. So 432 divided by 2 will give us 2. And then 1, remainder 1 in 12, that will be 6, 216. Then all divided by 250 divided by 2 is going to give us 1 125, and everything becomes 6 over 5 all raised to the power x. Now, if you check this 216, it can be expressed as a base of 3. So 216 is the same thing as 6 raised to the power of 3. And then in the same way, 125 can be expressed as 5 raised to the power 3. And then everything becomes 6 over 5 all raised to the power x. Now, because the powers are the same here, we can simply take this power outside, and then we have 6 over 5 all raised to the power 3, because this 3 outside affects the 2 terms inside the bracket, and that will be equal to 6 over 5 all raised to the power x. Now, if you check the bases on the right hand side and the left hand side, this is 6 over 5, this is 6 over 5. So the bases are the same. So when the bases are the same, it also means that the powers are the same. So we can equate the powers. So finally, we simply say x here is equal to 3 as the final answer. So please, hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel so that you can get more detailed videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.